Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is a Rosie touch. I am Rosie. How you doing? This is the final, the third, the trilogy of the Mother's Day illustrations that have already been up on my channel. The chicken and the duck are included in this. For this one, I measured out the size of paper to the frame board inside the frame that I had purchased for from a charity thing. So it was money went towards charity for the frame. It is a very nice frame. It's like a wooden frame. There'll be a picture probably in the thumbnail already that you would have seen of that. And this one was for my mum. I did her cat, well I did a cat vaguely based off of her cat who is called Tilly, and then I have Tilly's sister, Imogen, who is currently on my knee and maybe purring down the microphone, but I'm sorry for that. She may also meep and squeak if she feels displeased with my attention levels whilst I try to not have her stand on the keyboard. But yeah, so I did a mommy cat and I did two baby cats because my mommy has two babies, myself and my sister. So, well, she also has the cat as a baby, but you know, that wasn't quite the same thing. But so I did my mum and then two little cats to represent myself and my sister. They don't, obviously, I haven't anthropomorphized them to do that. I just kind of made them so to represent just placeholders. But they are kind of a more anthropomorphic style than the last one. The last one was very much just cute storybook illustration-y doodly style that I quite like to do for my animals, whereas these are more along the lines of a anthropomorphic in the sense that they're quite animated facially, a bit more human expressions and whatnot. They are not anthropomorphic in the sense of an anthro in the Persona world where they would stand on two legs. They are just your typical cat. But yeah, so the middle one kind of based off of Tilly and kind of a mixture of Imogen because they both obviously look similar being sisters, though Tilly is a black and silver tabby mostly, and then Imogen's got a lot more gingery and blonde bits. So I only put a few bit of brown because Tilly does have some brown on her nose, but I think I went a little bit overboard when you see the painting in a bit. And as for the line art section here, I'd originally drawn the mother cat so she was rubbing her face against the leaves and then her fur would have smushed a bit, but it just ended up making her face look a bit lopsided when I finish it. So whoops. So yeah, you don't need to tell me. I know it's got a lopsided face, but I think it's still cute and my mum still loved it, and that's kind of what matters. And yeah, so I had them popping out of a flower bed because that's what Tilly likes to do. She loves being in the garden and being immersed and thinking she's in her own little jungle. And they are tulips, the flowers, because my sister got my mother tulips several Mother's Days ago, and they are still going strong. In fact, there are more of them now since back then. But they're one of my mum's favourites, so I did some red tulips to represent those. My mum thinks that it looks very like her cat and said that there was a moment that she thought was really cute where the cat popped her head over the frame and was sort of pulling the same sort of little manic face that the mum cat was pulling. And she was like, oh, I wish I had a camera, I would have taken a picture, but she didn't. And I just thought that was quite funny. I'm sure that moment will happen many times because Tilly's a weirdo. But Imogen's just stop. No desk for you. Stop. I'm quite happy with how the flowers turned out when I was painting them. They ended up looking very nice. The cats, I did the mama cat to vaguely look tabby like these two. Yes, I love you. No, stop. And the kittens, one of them is a black tortoiseshell tabby type look, and then the other one is just a brown and white tabby type patterning, because I was gonna attempt to make them look like our old cat, who was a tabby cat, but she passed away. We had her for 18 years. She passed away maybe 3 years ago now? Ooh, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. Still missing her a lot, but I was gonna have that as the middle cat and then have the two baby cats as our two baby cats, so Imogen and Tilly, but then I was like, oh, their patterns are all so annoyingly complicated and I don't want to do it. So instead I went for, where are you going? Okay, bye. I went for the middle cat being vaguely a mixture of the two of them, but more so leaning towards Tilly, which Mom thinks it is, so that's cool. And then the two little baby cats, just random tabby-ish patterns, just to look cute. And because cats can have multiple coloured babies in their litter, they don't all have to look the same. So we went for diversity. But I'm very happy with how the colours turned out in this. It was much easier to plan a colour scheme for this kind of thing because it was just nature, which comes in nature colours such as grass is green, blue sky, red flowers. And then the cats were one based off of a cat we own, and then the other two browns to go with the browns, and like brown and black to go with the brown and black in the main mummy cat. So that was pretty simple and straightforward to do. Kittens tend to have blue eyes when they're very young, and these kittens I drew, I made in my head, they're quite young. They've got like the tiny little ears that will have just popped up and their eyes will have just opened, so they'll probably be like 5 weeks-ish old. So I think I gave them blue eyes. I might be wrong. It's been 3 weeks or more since I've seen this picture or I hand painted it. And then the mom has green eyes because Tilly has green eyes. And yeah, there isn't like a ton to say about this. So I guess I'll just talk about other things. So I have had comments, like 2 comments in total on my channel on my artwork, which I thought was quite fun still. I'm still happy with that. Any, you know, progress is progress. And one comment was on my first video, the chicken, and it was like, nice art. And I was like, cool, thanks. That's really nice of that person to say that. And then the second one was on the mother duck picture, and it was, whoa, you've got huge hands. And I was just like, okay, because I don't. But I just thought it was quite funny. I mean, I don't know if they meant huge in the sense of fat hands or chubby hands, but I wouldn't use huge to say that. If I was to describe something as chubby, I'd just say you've got fat hands, or you've got chubby hands, or you've got thick hands, if you want to say it that way. So I kind of would have believed them had they said that, because they're all a little bit chubbyish. But as for huge, I don't know whether it's just because my camera setup, I have to have it quite close because, you know, I don't have the best recording setup because I don't have the money, or if it's just because I use really small supplies, or if maybe they thought the pieces of paper were A4 paper when they're not. I cut them down, so this one's actually smaller than A5, I think. So I don't know, I just thought it was quite funny, and I really wanted to comment back something like, you think that's big, you should see my dick, but I didn't want to put that because I thought YouTube would be unhappy with that comment. But yeah, that's the first thing that came into my mind because I just thought it was quite funny, and it's quite a funny surprise to have pop up in my notifications that I'd had a comment, and that was it. But thanks bro for that comment out there. Any comments a comment in my videos, so that's fine. I suppose I don't particularly want a bunch of weird or negative ones, but you know, you do you, I'll do me, we'll keep on going. So yeah, I thought that was quite funny. But if anyone else would like to leave a comment and actually tell me something about the work, be it critical or just, you know, a nice compliment if you think it's good, or even if you don't think it's good and you just want to say something that like, I don't think it's good, that's fine, I suppose. I would rather criticism that's useful than just, you know, rude. So keep that in mind if you feel like saying anything. Oh yeah, and I did this thing with this image, I don't think I mentioned it before, but I drew a frame on the outside and then I put the washi tape over it to protect that from being painted so that would stay white, but then I got the X-Acto knife and cut around where the flowers would be because I want the flowers to be growing out of the frame. Ooh, beautiful. So that was the plan behind that, which would have looked really awesome had I properly measured it before I put it in the frame, like before I cut it for the frame, because I didn't, and the frame board kind of cuts out bits of the grass and bits of the flowers and my signature, which I'm not that bothered about, to be honest, but you know, it is what it is. And on the painting of the cats, I'm not well versed in painting patterning on cats, like cat coats and dog coats and stuff, especially not complicated ones, so it's not fabulous, but they're not bad. The M that I was attempting on the face there is because Tilly has a little M between her eyes, and Mom says it's like the Ming the Merciless thing, like Ming the Merciless eyebrows, so I was trying to get them to work, and then I just went in with a typical tabby pattern. It just kind of made it up. Didn't look at a reference, probably should have. I mean, I could have. I've owned the cat, I used to live with them, so I have pictures. I just was lazy and didn't, and I had an Imogen on a chair, could have looked at her, but I didn't. I was like, memory, you'll help me, you'll do the right. Did it do the right? I don't know. It looks good enough. But yeah, so we're coming to the end of the video, so sorry, I cannot talk, I'm really sorry. This video will probably be going up on Wednesday. It's meant to go up on Sunday. Today is now Monday when I'm doing the voiceover, but I was gonna keep the schedule of Sundays and Wednesdays, but because I missed Sunday, I thought I'll just go straight to Wednesday. Maybe people will forgive me for the Sunday thing because I'm only just starting out and it was Easter, so you know, I had to do Easter things. And then there'll be another video on the Sunday, and then the videos after Sunday will probably be lots of mermaid related ones because I'm going to try to do mermaid and do a lot of mermaids, so look forward to that, guys. It might be like a sketchbook tour at some point to be like, these are all the mermaids I drew because I tried to draw one for every day because I'm mental, or it'll be ones where it's just like, I managed to paint a couple, so here's me painting them. We'll see what happens, but I'm still excited to attempt it because I don't draw mermaids or people very often, so this will be a challenge and hopefully it will help me better my skills. That's the plan. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to leave a like or a comment down below. Let me know how big my hands are if you really wish. And if you super duper like it and want to be kept up to date on all the things I do, then press the subscribe button or the bell button or whatever. Just do whatever you want to do. I mean, I'd love some feedback, but it's okay if that doesn't happen, I guess. I'm having fun, so that's the whole point of this channel. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye!